Hello YouTube, hello Twitch, it is some more Slay the Spire action. Last time we came undone by playing as the Watcher. The last character I think I've got to do on A5. Yep, that is true. Let's knock it out this time, right? I actually can't even remember the last run now that I think about it. I think we got to the point where it was one of those runs where it was fine to like, it wasn't, and then I just couldn't kick on to that next level to let me get through the third floor to beat the third floor boss. Okay, transform card, obtain random common relic, choose a rare card to obtain, lose starting relic, get a random boss relic. I really like my starting relic as this character. I like the ability to cheat 1 mana on a turn at some point of my choosing. I think it's a pretty strong effect. I do also like getting relics early just to give me some sort of identity for the cards I'm meant to get. I still don't really appreciate yet the pool of common relics or what is not a common relic and so on and so forth. So I kind of struggle to value what this actually comes out as, but I think for now, let's keep grabbing this. I do believe this is not particularly great as options go, but we'll see. I'm also not really sure about colorless cards, which actually now that I look at it, it's not an option, it's a rare card, but sometimes you get an option of like a colorless card. I feel like the colorless cards are mainly bad. Some of them like are accepting, but okay, well this one gives me actually no identity whatsoever. It's just 7 more health. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but it's just 7 health. Okay, I like to get question mark tiles early. I like to get elites early. I typically play a bit aggressive on the first floor. Basically, my theory is the same as is in Peglin. If I die on this floor, who cares? It just doesn't matter, right? That is the theory. I'm toying with Vigilance into Eruption, which would give me the 2 energy back. Then Smite would do 12, which would kill you in 1. If I put the 9 into you, you get 6 back, so I did 3, which would leave you on 12. I'm pretty certain this is lethal. I should probably run the numbers 1 more time, but I think I'm right. I'm right. That's a great start. Flurry of Blows, Nirvana. Whenever you scry, gain 3 block. I think we've tried Nirvana and Scry build before, and it works quite nicely. Scry, in theory, means I'm going to be more and more consistent, right? So I think Scry could be a build that just goes into everything, I suppose. The Insight is retain, draw 2 cards. It's also pretty powerful, honestly, but I think, again, if I see a rare card, I'm kind of more incentivized to grab it. I still don't really appreciate what builds don't really work or what cards in those builds are just not necessary. So we'll figure it out over time, right? Eventually we'll get to see trends of, I keep taking this card, I keep losing runs. Anyway, we basically traded our relic now for 70 something gold, or whatever it was worked out as. That's fine. I'm just going to drink this immediately. Give me the 5 max health. Give me a potion slot so that I don't overfill my slots. And another battle. I'm fine with this. Okay, as soon as possible, I want to play Nirvana. We have no card that scries, so we just want to get it out of our deck. I think this turn could be reasonable for it, to be completely honest with you. It basically means I don't play a strike this turn. We can't block everything anyway. I mean, I could have done. I could have drank a potion, but I kind of want to save this potion for the elites coming up. Alright, now we all in this guy. And hopefully next turn we get 23 damage, which is not inconceivable with the ability to go angry. Okay, it is now inconceivable to kill him on this turn. We'll just block everything. You know what? What are the odds I don't draw a strike next turn? Now that I think about it, you're going to get armor as well, right? That may have been a misplay. 10, so I need 2 strikes. And just like that, ye asking, ye shall receive. Okay, not a bad battle. Collect. Put a Miracle Plus into your hand at the start of your next X turn's exhaust. Okay, so this is for some sort of big mana cheating build. I understand. 6 and add a Smite to your hand. Okay. It's not like my favorite one of these cards. I feel like it'd be better just to get a card that just does, like, you know, equivalent of 1 mana deal 18, which I guess is not really like a card that exists in the game, maybe. But I'll take Halt. I'll take the Golden Idol. Injury 21 or lose 6. I'm honestly just going to lose 6, I think. Actually, do I just take 21 damage? I feel like I don't want to waste my campfire if I can avoid it. Like, I'd really want to upgrade a card. Yeah, I'm just going to lose 6 max health. It basically just negates the strawberry, which kind of means I didn't start with anything, but at the same time, maybe it just changes my starting relic effectively to the Golden Idol, which I think is better than the strawberry, so I'm still okay with this deal. Alright, we're going to erupt. Wait. Am I going to erupt? Also, on that previous, one of the previous battles, why did I do Vigilance into Eruption? Why did I just play Eruption and kill him? I don't know, but it's fine. It's all good. I'm very, very tempted to draw 3 cards here and try and play a strike while I'm in this mode, because I know I'm not going to get Vigilance back, and I'd like it back next turn if I could get it. I think I'm going to do it. It's kind of a weird play. But this gets me potentially back around to Vigilance again. We probably don't get it, to be honest with you, but there's a chance to get Vigilance. 1 in 8, I think, to get Vigilance. Which would get me out of this mode and save me quite a lot of health. Okay, we don't get it. I'm currently taking 40 damage, which is a lot of damage. We eat this. Ow. Owie my bones. Okay. Turns out that Vigilance and Halt are the bottom 2 cards in my deck, which makes me pretty upsetting spaghetti. I have to block in some way on this turn, otherwise I die. Or kill him. But I can't kill him, so we'll be drinking this. Am I alive on 1 health currently? Yes, but that's fine. Honestly, I'm all-inning. I actually can't afford to miss damage right now. Honestly, I should have drank this potion as well. It would have saved me 10 health this turn, which I think would have been pretty reasonable. Wow, what an actual awful draw I've had. Oh well, we need 2 damage. We get out of this. It's not been a pretty battle. It's also really bad. I know, it doesn't do anything right now. You're right, it doesn't do anything right now. I might actually have to go this way as well. I'm going to have to heal, that is for certain. Do I think I can do an elite with 24 health with this deck? Probably not. I think I have to go the other way and spend my money at a shop instead, which really pains me, but I'm pretty certain the elite would kill me. It's a pretty good deal, actually. I'll take the 19 health as well. Whenever you climb a floor, gain 12 gold. We have a pretty good economy build going right now. Unfortunately, that build doesn't really help me win the game. Can I find a card that says Scry, by the way? It would be, like, fantastic. I'm going to take the membership card because I think we're going to be visiting the shop fairly frequently. I think I want to take the Oddly Smooth Stone as well. Draw 2 cards, exit your stance. Could be nice, actually. What do you become when you upgrade? It's 3 cards. It gives me another way to get out of Wrath, which is pretty spookerific to be in right now. Alright, we'll take it. I'm probably not going to spend much at this next shop, to be completely honest with you. Okay, Also, worth noting, Nirvanas right now do actually nothing for me. We'll figure it out, don't worry. I'll definitely find a card that says Scry on it, and then no one will be laughing anymore. And would you look at that, the new card I added instantly saves me like 12 damage. Maybe not quite 12. Actually, maybe it saved me no damage now that I think about it, because I could have just played defend. So, hang on a minute. I could Vigilance, Empty My Mind, which will give me 2 back. And I got the 9 block for it. It was kind of like 0 mana gain 9, was it? Was it get 0 mana gain 9? Kind of. Your next attack deals 5 additional damage. Why? I don't understand why this is a card. Where's Scry? Where are all my Scry cards? Deal 5 damage. Whenever you attack this enemy, gain 2 block. Exhaust. So this is like for an insane multi-attacking build, which we're not really that. I don't get this unless... Does this work on a multi-attack card? Does like the multi-attack get the damage on every single multi-attack? In which case, I understand it. I mean, I don't have that right now, so I think I'm going to skip. I really, really need a card that says Scry on it. I was just seeing what was on sale. Feels bad, man. Again, none of these cards here say Scry, so even if I had the money, it would not have mattered. I know, bold play, right? But I feel like it's a huge boon to get that upgraded as soon as you can. I'm just getting rid of the Nirvanas right now. Man, I just need one card that says Scry on it and suddenly my deck seems like reasonable. He says. Okay, I'm taking no damage. This is fine. We're just slowing the game down for no reason. Can I kill him this turn? Erupt will give me 2 energy back. Then I can play Strike, which will be doing 36, 45. That makes me sad. That makes me very sad. God damn it. I can't even block everything this turn. And I'm weak now. They get worse and worse and worse. And then I just draw the worst hand I've ever seen. I guess we should Empty Mind. I'll get 2 energy back. Hit him another time. Halt him. Might as well go back into Vigilance again. I don't know. I'm feeling not good about this build right now. Like, it basically doesn't do anything. I'm basically the same character as I was when I started the game. Except Eruption has been upgraded. Can I kill from here? Probably, right? Yes. Gain 7 block Scry. Let's go. We have to take it. Alright, well, we're fucked, but we can, like, extend the game for quite some time, but it kind of doesn't matter. Like, that's almost negligible. Unironically, we might want to just upgrade a Strike. I don't know. I haven't taken a card that, like, does damage, so I feel bad. I'll heal so I can prolong the battle, but I think I'm fucked. Okay, we want the other Nirvana. I don't want the other 2 cards, because I probably want to go back into Calm now. I will say, of all the Final 4 bosses, and I might be wrong on this one, I feel like this one's the easiest. He says as he's doing 72 damage to me. It's fine, I can get out of this form. Don't worry about it. But that's his one scary attack. I mean, actually, I say this. We're definitely going to lose to this guy. I feel like not being able to knock him out of his form by now is already, like, pretty bad news bears. I'm vulnerable. I've been weakened. He's doing all the damage. I can get him out of this form. No, I cannot. Well, debatably I can get him out of this form. You know what? I'm going all in. I can get him out of this form. Now you don't do anything to me, but equally, I'm not doing anything to you. I need my strikes, I guess. I can't really afford to scry them. I don't know. We get so much block, but there's nothing like ticking down. If I had any, like, poison dot or something like that, maybe we could do this, but yeah, I'm already fucked. Honestly, just take me. I'm ready to go. Let me start again, please. I beg of you. Oh my god. I even got like the worst ordering imaginable. In my defense on this run, I think I actually had like a sound plan. I just got only relics that do nothing. Except for the last one, which I purchased, which gave me like 1 defense, and it was like, by that point, you need to take something that is an attack. I guess I was offered attacks, but at the same time, come on, Gabe. Transform 2 cards get a curse. I can't even think transforming card right now is just completely garbage. But maybe it's fantastic. Maybe you just hope you transform into a great card. Let's try it. I think it's bad, but defend cards are not very good, is my other theory. There are better defensive cards in the game than defend, so I'm actually going to go for double defend. We have Ragnarok and Foreign Influence. Hang on. Ragnarok is something we maybe can hang our hat on. Deal 5 damage when at random enemy 5 times. Now, this card with the gained like plus 8 damage, maybe that can go somewhere, right? Choose 1 of 3 attacks of any color to add to your hand exhaust. That also sounds pretty fun for the random build enjoyer. Okay, I don't want a super duper early shop, so I think I want to avoid that path. I'm actually not really enamored by any of these paths, but I'll try and get down to this elite. I like a few question mark tiles and then like an elite on top of it, just as a little kicker. I also really don't want to take damage right now because I'm on a path with basically just enemies. Hyper Beam. Deal 26 to all enemies, lose 3 focus. That is literally not an issue with this deck. It's 0 this turn, right? Wait, is it 0 this turn? What does this card say? No, it's not 0 this turn. It is actually just the cost of the card this turn. Streamline's really good if I can get it going. I guess I can get it going because I can just pop the Miracle. Yeah, that was pretty reasonable. We take no damage. We are weak, but he's only on 13 health. And if I erupt this turn, I get 2 energy back. We do have Ragnarok. 15 damage, you're on 18 health. The maths ain't mathing. But what if I erupt Ragnarok? Then I'm doing 35 damage. Okay. Hang on. Is this the combo? Erupt Ragnarok? At the end of the turn, if you're in Calm, gain 5 block. Retain, enter Wrath, exhaust. Or gain 2 mantra, gain 4 block. Prostrate yourselves. I love this card. I think the divinity effect is so unbelievably powerful as well. It's a great way to get out of Wrath as well. And it gives you some block, and it costs 0. man, it's just sweet talking me at all times. I just like every word you're saying to me right now. Alright, I'll get both of them out of their defense curl mode. The one on the left is the scary one because he's grown already, but nice set up both for a double kill. He's growing again. Okay. It's what you think, buddy. I mean, I like Halt as well. The problem with Halt is, as I said, being an eruption is really scary. I am somewhat lacking defensive cards, but I just got Prostrate, so I don't feel like super duper dependent on it. Also, the thicker my deck gets right now without adding more Wrath cards to my deck, the less likely I am to be in Wrath when Halt comes up. Well, it's actually true. I guess that's not true. It's the more likely I'm to get caught out by being in Wrath, right? I think I'm going to skip it for now, but don't think I won't add you later. Well. Easy opening turn. I could call, by the way. Body Slam, Endless Agony, and Cold Snap. I'll take Endless Agony because I think it just simply doesn't matter. Right, that's fine. Get him on 7. He is scaling, but we should get 7 next turn even with some weakness if we still have it, which we do have weakness. Okay. Rushdown. When you enter Wrath, draw 2 cards. At the start of each turn, add a smite to your hand. Deal 9, exit your stance. I like it. I like the ability to get out of your stance. I think it's a pretty good effect. It does have the downside that if I go into Divinity, it will exit me from Divinity, but you just end the turn with that card then, right? I also don't mind the idea of Rushdown. You go into Wrath, you draw 2 cards, increase your chance of getting out of Wrath again. So, you know what? I'm actually going to try Rushdown. I think one of our better builds was actually when we had stuff like Rushdown to get me out of Wrath again quickly as possible. Oh, I'll absolutely do this. We've done so well so far. I'm throwing you all away for a relic, please, please. Thank you. I upgraded 2 defend cards. Was that worth it? Nope. Not for like 30 health, it wasn't. That event, I'm always going to click the button. I know there's like a sunk cost fallacy about it, but I simply cannot push the button. Once I start, once I pop, I just can't stop. It's basically a Pringles tube. Shazam? Wait, hang on a minute. Before I Shazam, let's play the defend cards first so I don't get absolutely gigafucked this turn. Which I'm still getting somewhat gigafucked for. I pop everyone's defense curl. We are taking 2 damage, which is getting scary now. We're only on 30 health and there's an elite. Sorry, 38 health and there's an elite coming up. And I don't have that many potions to lean against. Right, kill, kill. We'll play Rushdown. It shouldn't really matter in this battle. Oh no, my attack. And we should get you with her Erupt Strike, conveniently. Whenever you change stances, gain 4 block. If you're in Calm, draw 3 cards, otherwise enter Calm. What do you become if you level? It's not a bad idea to be able to get me out of Wrath. As I've said, I think it's a pretty useful thing to be able to do. Are there better ways to get out of Wrath? Probably. I feel like Mental Fortress might just... Well, it's too early to say, but I feel like it's not very good. As it probably costs you about, like, 1 mana on average to get out of a stance.
Old and wise.
So,
it
feels like it's like almost 1 mana gain some block. I guess it's 1 mana do something, gain 4 block on top of it. But it seems kind of weak. Vang, thank you for the subscription. Much appreciated. A 4-month streak. Holy moly. You are popping off. I don't know. I still don't know exactly what I want to do with the build. But I guess I need to be able to get out of Wrath. So any increased ways of getting out of Wrath is probably a good idea. Alright, we'll take it in a piece. This nerd. I'm actually going to pass the first turn. I really wanted to get into Wrath of Ragnarok, but I think it's not happening. I'd rather start in Wrath, though. And I think after this turn, he just wakes up, so we might as well go for it. It's a little bit awkward. I also want to play this, ideally. I kind of wish this didn't wake him up, but... When you draw this card, add 2 miracles to your hand, your next attack deals 5 additional damage. Okay. That could work. That can work. Alright, it's time. I forgot I'm going out of the mode. Okay, I fucked up this turn slightly. You're right. You can laugh at me, but... It's still pretty good damage. I didn't even consider the additional 5 damage in Wrath actually becomes an additional 10 damage. I see why this card is balanced now. Okay. Right, we're hoping to draw a card that gets me out of this mode. We have drawn some cards that will get me out of this mode. Fantastic. Smack him. Experience in a piece. Going to defend. And honestly, just throw a potion at him. The least amount of damage you can take, the better, I think, right now. Okay, this is kind of why I want Eruption to be at 1 mana. What's inside of you? 3 damage 5 times. Interesting. Again, it's slightly awkward with my Eruption. I mean, it's 30 damage. I mean, it's also 30 damage from their side of things, so maybe it's a bit too risky. Wait, hang on a minute. This is 50 damage. I have lethal, I think. Because I get 2 energy for this. Then I can strike. Okay, my bad. I mean, it wasn't really my bad because I used a card that was in my deck, so I didn't really waste any resources there, I think. Art of War, not sure, maybe, we'll see. If you're in Wrath, apply 3 vulnerable to all enemies, otherwise enter Wrath. Okay. I understand the game we're playing. So this will be a second way to enter Wrath. I've got 2 ways to exit Wrath as well. And also, while I'm in Wrath, it has an upside. Interesting. I don't think I've ever used this or in a piece before. Let's try it. And I'd really like to fight this other elite, but it might be a bit too spicy for me. Right, Ragnarok, you've come a little bit too soon, buddy. We can hopefully set up a split next turn now. Alright, we almost certainly can set up a split, question mark. We'll take Brilliance. I think it's a safer option there. Gain some Mantra. Yep, that's pretty good. Yep, that's pretty good. And we should have done that first because we would have killed you. Alright, that's fine. We're just getting used to, you know, learning the cards. And we almost certainly going to draw 2 strikes right next turn. In fact, I think it's guaranteed. It is guaranteed. Deal 20, when retain, lower its cost by 1. Gain 3 Mantra Shuffle Insight into a draw pile. Okay. We're becoming the build that I always become as this character, where we just go in and out of Mantra, Wrath, and Calm over and over and over again. Holy shit, I've got to fight an elite regardless. In fact, I might ignore this one. I know I normally take the most aggressive path at all times, but I'm actually a bit spooked by this. There's no other healing. Yeah, I can't. I have to just take this as one elite fight. So we'll go this way. Interesting. I'll do it. It's the boot. It's okay. I don't think it really works with any of my cards right now, but it's something we can somewhat build towards. And actually, if we get weakness put onto us, then it might be pretty nice. Okay. Goodbye, worm. Or what are you going to call Caterpie guy? Get out of town. I think then we put up a defend. I do take some damage this way, but I was always taking some damage here. Sunder, Dagger Spray, or Sands. We'll take Dagger Spray because I can just weave it into any turn pretty happily. I'll go into Vigilance as well so we can get out of Vigilance more conveniently. The boot instantly works after saying, you know, we'll find a way that it can work. How about the second turn after getting it? Right, we're now in a race for killing this guy. Cool hand. This is Eruption, right? Yeah, we should be fine because we're going to get weakness here, but we're going to have Eruption plus a card, right? Hopefully. And then we can just leave. Or just a Ragnarok. That's 15 damage, you only have 12 health. And the boot works there as well. Okay. I think one prey is good enough, actually. I'll go a third eye, though. As I said, scrying is pretty nice. Even if you're not the scry build, it increases your consistency, right? Okay, this guy's pretty spooky. I'm going to take a very spooky line here. I'm going to put in some damage early and go into Calm, because now if I leave Calm and go into Wrath, I'll get 2 energy back. Is Eruption Ragnarok lethal? I hope it is. 50, it's not. But it puts me in a situation where I basically am going to win this battle. If I don't do this, I put in 25 damage, but I might end up taking another hit on a later turn. This is kind of unhinged. I have 2 campsites coming up as well. But I'm assuming I kill on this turn now. Which I do. Let's have your turn getting Mantra. Okay, we're like the Ultra Mantra build. Oh my god, even more Mantra. I don't think I want this. I'm pretty happy with my Mantra gain right now. A lot of the Mantra cards don't do anything on top of what they do, so. Hello. Actually quite convenient. Whenever you obtain a curse, increase your max health by 6. Does that work retroactively? Because I've got 2 curses in my deck. We might want to grab Fairy just so I don't get nuked by the boss. I think I will. Grab this as well. Just +1 dex. Very nice. And I'm pretty content with this shop. I will still... Oh, actually, I was going to say I'll try and heal out of this still, but maybe I don't anymore. Maybe I just accept potentially dying on the boss, just to get my upgrade in. Because I really want to upgrade this and get the 1 mana discount. I think I'm going to do it. We have a Fairy now. I doubt this guy kills me. Right? This guy doesn't kill me. I think we can just take this quite chill. I'll get rid of that one to make sure I have some defense for next turn. We're going to take 3. I'll do 25 back to you. Ragnarok's also a huge upgrade. I'll check it in a second, because I might go into this battle at low health and just accept I'll die at some point. And basically leverage that as a upgrade. We're always going to play that. I mean, we're going to probably play every single one of my cards now that I look at it. Excuse me, I have no money left. Can you stop trying to rob me now? You've got me for every penny I've got. Crush Joints and Sash Whip I very rarely take because the text is more than 3 lines long. Same with Sanctity, actually. These are like 3 cards I very rarely take. I do appreciate the benefit of a lot of these cards. Currently, I do play a bit of both, right? I play a bit of skill, a bit of attack, so I could weave either into my deck. I'm not sure I desperately need them, though. Sanctity could be nice for some more draw, but again, I'm not really desperate for draw. Inner Peace can give me draw, Rushdown can give me draw. So we're kind of like okay with it. I guess I am lacking a little bit in the old block department because I really only have Vigilance and 2 defend cards now for block. I guess Prostrate as well. Alright, that's convinced me. We need a little bit more block. Because I transformed my first 2 block cards, remember. So Ragnarok becomes 6 times. Okay, that is a pretty big boon. Okay. If we can get that on a divinity turn, it's just gonna like obliterate this guy. So theoretically, I'm expecting to die. That's not to say I should die, but you know, if it happens, it happens. And I expect it to happen. I'm gooped. I found all my curses. This being said, though, we can third eye and find the cards we want. We probably want Indignation. I actually probably don't want that. I think we really just want Ragnarok. But Indignation into Ragnarok would be insane damage. I would use my Miracle for that, so I think I'll keep that. I'll hit you 1 time. I don't want to leave this form, so I'm going to float a mana. I do have Weakness on me as well, which is a bit of a shame. However, Weakness works with the boot still, so I have the combo. We do that. We do this. This is a lot of damage. Get out of that form, nerd. Honestly, to make my life easier, that's more than 20 health. It's basically a 40 health potion because he's going to split this turn. Right, the bad guy is doing 36 now. Might be time to leave this form, unless we can kill him. Okay, well, they are certainly cards. Give me Beam Cell, because I might need the vulnerable here. I can split him. I can kill him, actually. Yeah, I've heard there's an option to speed up battles. I'm fine right now. I'm still, like, getting my head around some of the interactions, so I don't feel like it's too slow at this moment in time. I'm sure a time will come where it does feel that way, though. Similarly with Pegling, you can go to ×3 speed, I believe, but I never do it because I find ×3 is too quick for me. I'm pretty content with the speed that it is. I will say in Pegling, though, ×1 speed I feel like is way too pedestrian. I mean, we seem to be a mantra build right now. It wasn't really what my plan was, but I do like Diva Form as well, but fuck, just stay in mantra. You've got like 500 hours, I can see what you mean then. Transform all strikes and defense. Actually somewhat interesting, because my strikes are my worst cards now. You know what, let's roll the dice. I do like the... I don't. I sort of like this, but... I'm not super desperate for the energy. It would be nice, though, because I do have a 3-mana card. And actually, when I really think about it, Astrolabe is kind of like a safer version of the card I was just about to take. Because I could just do it on strike, strike, strike. Wait, can I do some doubt? Hang on. You can. Okay, this is by far and away the smarter play. I know I'll lose 3 max health for this, but let's get rid of Parasite as well. Obviously, neither of those cards is doing any good for me right now, so they can only really get better, and I'll remove a strike. Okay, transforms into another curse. I didn't know that. The more you know. Is that true of everything? Does it just transform within the set of the card? Okay, that's fine. Well, to be honest with you, at the very least, I turned a curse into a better curse. I think Writhe is better than some of the other curses I had. We did lose 3 max health, though, and we've got Normality, which is probably a worse curse, but... oh, well. And actually, Simmering Fury has some synergy with Rushdown, so... it's not great for my boss reward, but it honestly could have come out worse. I'll remove that other curse at the shop. So I can only play 3 cards this turn. One. 2. 3. Alright, now is the time to go. More mantra. I'll simmer so I draw 3 cards next turn, draw another 2 on top of that, and enter Wrath, so we can just like pound them next turn. If I gain 3 mantra, then I gain 1 at the start of the next turn, right? Which would take me to 8, so it wouldn't take me out of Wrath immediately. I think I'm right on this. Okay, I've drawn every card. It's pretty good. And we're going to leave... well, when I play Devotion, we're going to leave this turn. No, next turn. Which is fine. Get me out of Wrath next turn. I'm okay with this. And I'll smack him. And smack him. And smack him. And I'll play one of these even though I get some junk put into my deck. I should have done this first. I'll take Cleave instead. I probably should have taken Beam, but hey-ho. Now, I don't know how this orders. I don't know if I go into Divinity first and then Wrath, or Wrath then Divinity. I'd like to go from Wrath into Divinity, so I think I'm not going to take this just because I don't want that interaction to be the wrong way. We don't want that. We don't really want this, and we don't really want this either, so toss all the cards. Next turn. Alright, we're in cool mode. I have, like, no cards for cool mode, though. But we can draw some. Don't worry about it. Oh my god, I've drawn Normality. Well, that's slightly awkward. Set it up again for next turn, I guess. More mantra. It's fine. We'll get rid of that Normality card in a second. Ragnarok is going to do more than this. It's going to do 30. It's not quite guaranteed lethal. My entire deck is Days, isn't it? It is. Well, I can't do anything else other than this, so that's my turn. Back into Divinity. Thanks, Ragnarok. Good timing. I'm not against Consecrate right now just because I have no way to deal AoE damage, so I think I'm going to grab it, especially since it's Consecrate Plus. I have to remove a card here. I need to get rid of that curse. Don't even look at the other cards. This is too brutal to be my deck. Alright, now we can look at the other cards. There's some stuff here that's quite nice, but I can't afford it anymore, so I won't worry about it. I should probably grab some potions. Kind of similar, no? Like, this is 3 cheaper. I guess there are some reasons not to play cards on a turn, so you might want this instead of this. I think for the 3 gold different, I'll just take the 2 miracles. It's somewhat more flexible as well, the 2 miracles, assuming you have no downside to playing cards. Because they retain anyway. Alright, now we need to decide on the path we're going on. I probably take the campfire soon. Do I want to get Jax? Do I want to try and transform my curses again? Probably not. The problem with getting Jax right now, which is actually pretty good with my build because any multi-hitting attack is pretty good with Jax, is I can't really recover my health. But maybe I just use campfires for it. Just every single time I go to a campsite, I just heal. And then get Jaxed. Let's do it. Let's get Jaxed. And I think I want to go this way. Hate this guy. Ragnarok theoretically could be good into this matchup. I hate my opening again. I honestly think we just pop everything here. Just start breaking through his plated. I hate that he's going to do so much damage to me. He's at half health. His plating is like destroyed at this point. We still have Fair in a Bottle as well, so my health is not as bad as it looks. I'd rather save it, obviously, for a moment where I'm desperate for it, but we might be desperate fairly soon. Devote. Have a third eye. I probably do want Eruption coming up. So I'll do something like this. Wait, I fucked up. Because I'm going to draw the cards. Actually, you know what? Who cares? I'm not desperate for Eruption. But I should have left it. $21 damage now. I think I look bothered. Brilliance would be a card I'd like in my deck, so should probably take that card. Yeah, 19 damage. It's pretty good. Get me Jaxed, please. By the way, I very intentionally attacked with the strike first there to get more value from the boot. I'm definitely not on 1 health after this. That's fine. Calculated. Simply it's the optimal health to be on. None of my cards do damage. Alright, well get out of this mode then, because I've been trolled by the game. There we go. Yeah, the Jax is very awkward now. And honestly, we should consider Mental Fortress. I kind of like poo-pooed the card earlier, but I do go in and out of forms fast enough now that it's probably worth. We'll go for the campfire this way. This is going to be probably popping the fairy. Establishment's not what we're after. At the end of your turn, if you're in calm, gain block. Sure. So I draw 3 cards next turn. I don't need this card. I wouldn't mind this card, but it might be a bit too slow, honestly. So I'm going to scrap it. Then we're going to play this card. We're going to go into fairy mode. Which is still pretty bad, actually. Because I get put into fairy mode on the second attack. But I can't do anything about it. Alright, we have many, many cards. Ragnarok is doing many damage. It is in fact doing 72 damage, but it's split a bit funnily. If I pop a Jax, it does 12 more damage, right? It'll be 6 times 2. So that's 84. Their total health right now is over 100, like 109 or something. But if I Jax Consecrate, then I don't know exactly all the numbers, but I think theoretically it would be lethal. I should probably count the numbers. Actually, if I do this first, it definitely is right. I think my spitball numbers are right. Yeah, it's super right. Like, we have way more than enough damage. Okay, we're still alive. Honestly, I might need to grab this. Yeah, I'll grab it. Just as a guarantee that I can get out of Wrath. Because if I get stuck in Wrath right now, I might just lose the game. I have to heal. And honestly, I don't think my deck's that bad right now. I just need to live. So, we'll go on the safer path. Is this the safer path? Too many cards are just saying gain mantra or don't do anything. Like, I just have no way to mitigate this first turn. I always have like a really bad first turn. To be fair, I've got a curse in my deck, so that might be part of the reason why my first turn is so bad very consistently. Okay, these guys are doing nothing this turn. That's pretty good. Do I need to Jax this turn? Possibly. It's probably safer. please. So I'll go into divinity the turn after next. You're gonna heal. I do appreciate that. I'm hoping I can kill him. Never mind, I went into divinity this turn. Why did I go into divinity this turn? Oh, the card is more than one, right? It's 2. Okay, I know why I went into it. That's fine. Some would argue it's better. I would have done if I drawn a card that does damage. Heavy Blade, probably the correct choice. Get rolled. Right, play this. This. You are probably dead as well. Alright, when we get going, we're like completely fine. It's just getting to that point, which is the issue. Do I want to go more prostrate than I already am? It's a 0-mana card. It can't be bad. I refuse to believe this card can be bad. I can't afford to remove, sadly. Probably going to have to be you, honestly. You give me a bit more survivability. Debatably. Actually, Flurry would also be pretty good. Yeah, let's take Flurry. Why need defense when I have great offense, right? I hate you. Your timing is so bad. Alright, well. Oh my god, it's over. This battle scares me. Good call, by the way. We are in a race. A race that I think we're gonna lose. Everyone is scaling. If I play Prey, I go into Super Divinity mode next turn. I think I'm okay with this. I take 2, but I save my miracle for potentially offensive purposes. Alright, well. I mean, Divinity, I need to kill everything on this turn. All my cards don't do damage. That's pretty sad. It's extremely sad. Draw me some cards, please. Flurry, you're a bit late, buddy. You're a little bit late. Probably GG. Oh, hang on a minute. Maybe not GG. Actually, maybe really not GG. I should Ragnarok right now because one of them's a multiple of 12 health. So only one attack hits it, kills it. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Safe? Question mark? Because I can get out of this mode now if I want to. I probably want to. Gives me Flurry back as well. I take no damage somehow. We probably don't need to Jax anymore either. Probably should have thought about that for like more than 1 second. I think it's lethal because I get the Flurry back, right? I got a lot of shit back. Okay, we're still going. I think we have to just stay with the deck as is. Omniscience is kind of interesting, but I just don't have the 4 mana that consistently. But I do appreciate the power of that card, potentially. Oh, Snecko. Oh, poor sweet Snecko. Alright, we should probably Foreign Influence sooner rather than later before it gets its cost changed into something awful. Thunderstrike is not going to be good. Clothesline is probably the best card here because Snecko is going to change its stat line, right? So I think we just Clothesline the snake. Play this, and then it's up to the gods. A bad Snecko is going to just kill me. That's not a bad Snecko, though. Oh my god, that's not a bad Snecko. Sanctity me? I'll even take this. Like, this is a pretty good result. I can't get out of Eruption if I use it, so I need to be slightly careful. If I Erupt, I do get 4 block, but I don't think it's worth it. Actually, we just do this and pop Devotion, because I'll go into Super Mode next turn. Oh, actually, we get to answer the question here of what happens. I might have fucked up here, in fact. I'll change modes 2 times at the very least. Oh, it goes the way you don't want it? No, it goes the way you do want it. Perfect. Perfect! And then Ragnarok is cheaper. Ragnarok is doing a number I can't even calculate in my head right now. Go get him. Great. Still alive. I mean, 1 Flurry is doing well. Why would 2 not do well? Right? I mean, there are reasons why. Obviously, don't lecture me on that. I was thinking a bit tongue-in-cheek. I hate this guy as well. Upgrade everything. Rush down. I have to play this, otherwise I die. I'm still only just living. Well, this might be how our story ends. It's fine. You only need 1 health. I've drawn every card in my hand. Ragnarok is doing 70, not 70. Yeah, 72 damage. But it won't actually do 72 damage because of this guy's effect, right? I mean, I'm playing it regardless, so I don't know why I'm thinking about this. Oh, never mind. It triggers after the attack. Okay, that's fine. Brilliance is definitely the card we want. It's just, might be too late. I mean, I can't fight the elite, right? He's going to kill me. I have to go right. I am less likely to take, I think, damage going right than I am going left, but it's cooked. We've honestly done better than I expected, considering where we were, but my opening is just too bad every time. I can't play Jax anymore either, so I've literally only got 3 cards I can play, and it's not going to keep me alive, so this is where our story ends. At least I can go out Jaxing myself. Yeah, there's no way out of it. Alright. One last syringe. That was still a pretty good run. I'm not super upset by that. It was just a little bit too niche that I had to set up the mantra into the Ragnarok, but I also was going into Wrath and I was going into Calm. It was probably just too many balls I was juggling. Anyway, I think for YouTube, I'll call that episode there. If you enjoyed this YouTube, why not leave a like, comment, subscribe. Everyone helps me out. See you next time. Bye.